If I could offer a piece of advice to actors, I would say study every possible thing you possibly can. Not only people, but literature, everything that concerns you, that would concern yourself as an actor. Most of all, life. Writers say, put down, they make love. There are so many people in this world who don't know what love means. They just think it's a sexual kind of thing. Boom, bam, bim, and that's it. But love is something that comes from the heart. And you don't find that very much. You know, and of course I'm sure that everything has to be hurry up, because it's a motion picture. But women and men, I'm sure, as well, love to see a good person, two persons, doing something that is so natural, so nice. And to say, make love, this is wonderful. But a lot of people don't know what love means. They just feel, oh, that's an act of performing something. It's not that at all. It's giving your heart. People forget that. I think I'd still be in the Navy somewhere or another. I'd be still associated with the Navy or retired from the Navy, because it was a wonderful life to me, and I think that as far as I'm concerned, I feel that we did away with compulsory military training, but I think anybody puts in a stint in the armed services, it's the most wonderful thing in the world, because you come back a man or a woman. And it's a marvelous thing. It really is. Yeah, reading. Reading as much as I possibly can. I don't know where I'm going with it all, but at least it's diverting and it's nice. And trying to be as good a husband as I possibly can to my wife, who deserves a lot of attention all the time, as any woman does. From Here to Eternity was a starting point for me with a wonderful actor like Frank Sinatra. And I'll never forget the way people took it when I played the dastardly and bad guy in From Here to Eternity. On the whole, it wasn't that kind of a person. I mean, he was a fellow who actually in the book was altogether different. People look at you and say, well, this is the guy that killed Frank Sinatra, you know? And we became the dearest friends ever, because, and every time that we wrote to each other, he always used to put down his name and I put down Fatso Judson, you know? And we loved each other right to the very end. It was wonderful. Those things you can't forget, you know? And but as far as a picture, I don't know. Maybe Marty, for which I was honored with and everything else, but that was part of my life growing up. I've since aged a little bit, to say the least. And in that aging, I've realized, you know, how wonderful it was at that time to be able to perform that kind of a person, you know. You know, I always wanted to work with Peter O'Toole. To me, Peter was one hell of a good actor. And I would have loved to have worked with him. I think that a fine gentleman, and hey, he's the kind of hellraiser that I kind of love, you know? And I worked with a lot of British actors that Johnny Mills and a whole bunch of others, but to me he stands out as the kind of a fellow that I would have loved to have made a picture with.